न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः.
The tyagi, renouncer, endowed with sattva, purity, who is intelligent, with doubts dispelled, does not hate unpleasant action, nor is attached to the pleasant one. Now, to be able to understand this, we need to take a look at ourselves. We are constantly functioning on likes and dislikes. If you were to ask yourself, why have I come here? I like it. Now, I'm not suggesting you should not come here tomorrow. Why don't you do a particular thing? I don't like it. Is that any reason why you should do a thing or not do a thing? Because likes and dislikes are misleading. What should determine our action? Intellect, buddhi. Your intellect must decide whether you ought to perform a particular action or not. Your intellect must decide the course of your life. You can't depend on the mind which is flimsy, which changes, which is indecisive. What you like today, you might dislike tomorrow. Does that mean you change everything? You may have liked your wife yesterday. Today you don't like her. Does that mean you move away? It is impossible to like your wife all the time. Depends, yes. So, the three qualities that you need are, number one, what a beautiful term he uses, sattva samavishtaha, one who is endowed with sattva, purity, one who is pervaded by this quality of sattva, purity. So therefore, we need to understand what sattva is. We'll get into this in greater detail maybe tomorrow or day after. But for the purpose of this discussion, tamas is a state of indifference, ignorance, lethargy at all three levels, physical, emotional and intellectual. Intellectual lethargy is the worst, where you refuse to think. Rajas, because in tamas you are ignorant and you are lethargic, there is a disinclination to activity. In Rajas is characterized by passionate, desire-driven activity, hectic activity. This is what the world is today. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, people are busy. They're running around. No one has time to even sit down and answer your telephone call. That's why now you have what is known as SMSs. Everyone is busy. And you wonder, wow, 8 billion people the world over are busy. Busy with what? Nobody knows what. You say, I'm busy. Busy doing what? I don't know, but I'm busy. You talk to a child today in Mumbai city, a 5-year-old says, don't disturb me, I'm busy. Busy with what? Pursuing, chasing after objects of desire. This is Rajas. Sattva, only a sattvic person is not busy. Because a sattvic person is calm, tranquil. This doesn't mean a sattvic person is inactive. He may be very active, but he is performing dedicated activities towards a higher purpose, a higher ideal. And that higher ideal is the transcendental. So, a sattvic person is relatively free from desire, therefore sattva literally means purity. Now when you are pervaded by sattva, means every aspect of your personality and your interactions with the world are sattvic in nature, then what will happen? Medhavi, your intellect is sharp, clear, medhavi. Medha includes the gross intellect with which you meander through the challenges of the world. You discriminate between pairs of opposites in the world, and the subtle intellect or the conscience which takes you to that state beyond the world, which tells you what is right and what is wrong, what is just and what is unjust. However convenient it may be for you, it tells you, don't do a thing because it is not right. The combination of the gross intellect and the subtle intellect is what makes you medhavi, brilliant, clear, precise, as a result of which all your doubts are dispelled. See, today we are full of doubts. I don't know what will happen to me after retirement. What happens after death? Should I marry? Should I not marry? So you're completely confused. And then, you see, when you don't take decisions because you're indecisive, because you're not clear, your options start closing in on you. So most people get married because what else to do? I was pushed into it. And those who don't get married because whom to marry? Nobody wants to marry me. But very few of us take decisive steps which are backed by clear thinking. That is what is required. Now, where is the sattva in the world today? Where is the medhavi? There is no thinking at all in the world. And we are full of doubts. So when the doubts get dispelled, there is clarity and you rise above likes and dislikes. So you don't hate unpleasant action, nor are you attached to pleasant. See, the world will always present pairs of opposites to you. Your mind is full of likes and dislikes. So in this clash which takes place between the likes and dislikes of your mind and the pairs of opposites in the world, it is difficult to find happiness. But if you stand up and say, no, I will do what I think is right for me to do, then straight away you break free from this stranglehold of the pairs of opposites of the world. Then you don't rejoice, you're not attached to pleasant experiences or actions, and you don't hate unpleasant ones. And that is the maturity of a human being. That's when, as Shakespeare says, all the world may stand up and say, here is a human being. Where are the human beings in the world today? Verse 11.